Ayy, lighting it up like a hallway. Tell them get ready to party. Beast mode, break out the cage. I'm killing the game in the 7th.
Hey, how's it going today, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Search Labs podcast. Today with me, I have Zach. And Zach, I think today we're going to be talking about your favorite thing.
Would that be duck hunting, Caleb?
That would not be duck hunting unless you can tie it into paid search, which should be your favorite thing.
Well, I mean, I came prepared.
I can see that, man, for sure. So you looks like you have the duck calls, you have the camo, looks like you have some decoys down here. How would you relate paid search and building campaigns and creating marketing strategies to duck hunting?
Well, so what is the first thing we do when we're looking for aspects of a campaign to like help somebody out? We've already had the CNA. What's the first thing we do when we start making their marketing plan?
We look at the keyword volume research.
Exactly.
Forecasting.
So when I'm looking to go hunt ducks, I go scout. Okay. We're looking to see, what people are searching for, where they're going to end up in search results, just like I'm trying to find out what type of ducks are there and where they are. So I know where I need to go, just like we know where we need to put our clients.
Oh, perfect. That's awesome. So what about after we find the ducks and after we do the keyword volume research, that's kind of when we get into actually breaking down the campaigns and what we're going to do and finding out if we're going to be running PMax or if we're going to be running search. And how do you use duck calls once you find the duck?
So first thing I do is I have to get prepared to go hunt. So I found the ducks. I know where they're going. I need to pick what camo. I need to decide what duck calls I need to bring and decide what decoys I need to bring. So when we're preparing to start a campaign, we have to get all our ducks in a row, right?
No pun intended.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Well, it was. But anyways, so let's say that I'm going to hunt mallards. I will bring some mallard decoys. Let's say I want to hunt pintails. Pintail decoy. Right? Gadwalls. Right?
Awesome. Yeah.
So depending on what ducks I saw there when I was scouting, those are the ducks I want to use. And there might be a mix. So I might need to use a little PMax, a little search, a little display.
Gotcha.
Right? So set the decoys out in a pattern, just like I build a campaign a certain way.
Right.
Trying to attract a certain type of person to the spread or the campaign, right? So once we've done that, we do it early in the morning when it's still dark, waiting for the sunrise. So then we wait. Just like we have a learning period where we have to wait,
learning
when
mode.
campaigns start, right?
Yep, exactly.
So then we start seeing ducks fly. Okay? We have what they like. So, maybe I'm going for mallards, Throw them a little, greeting call, maybe, little feeding chuckle.
Nice.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Just get them looking because you want them to see
Okay.
that their fellow ducks are down there, right?
Gotcha.
So you want them to turn and come in and you want them to cup in, just like you want our clients to click in. After they've seen the impression, they've seen the ad, now we want them to come into the spread.
So your first call is kind of like the impression.
Yeah, the impression. Well, it's the ad.
Yeah, it's the ad.
It's the ad.
I'm seeing the ad.
So they see the ad that like it.
Yeah.
They're going to come in. They go to the website. Okay. Now, when they're on the website and these ducks are cupping in,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to raise. I'm going to shoot. They're going to fold. That's a conversion.
Okay.
They came in,
Yep.
converted. Okay. Then I'm going to send my dog. So I would say, Colt, run out there, jump in, get it, bring it back. He would retrieve this duck just like we retrieve your perfect customer.
That is probably one of the best analogies I've ever heard anybody talk about paid search.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. So, yeah, paid search is my favorite thing. I truly love my job. I truly love duck hunting.
Yeah.
So the two of them are similar.
They are.
In the ways that you go about attracting the perfect audience. You know, what ad is appealing to them. And you're not going to get every duck to commit and turn in. You're not going to hit every shot. Sometimes ducks get away even after you shot them. I've seen Colt go after ducks and they just disappear.
Yeah.
I've also seen him go underwater and grab one coming out of the water.
That's insane.
Coolest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's hard. So I'm about to say, I see you have decoys, you have the camo hat on, you have the duck holes. I know you got some shotguns at the house, you got the boots on, you got the whole
I got the shotguns in the truck, bro.
I forgot in the truck.
You always got to be ready.
You're right, that's true. You never know when to go hunting.
And with that, when you're out there hunting, a lot of times it could be like a slower day and you're just kind of like waiting. Well, you can't be on your phone. Yeah. You can't be like, you know, cooking breakfast or whatever you do. You need to be like watching the skies. Because these ducks are fast, bro.
Yeah.
And they'll come in, and if you're not ready, you're not gonna have enough time to like shoot. Or if you have to like look up and you don't have like your face mask on or something like that, like they could see your face. They can fly off before you can get your gun and shoot them. So like, I don't like to hunt with people that it's like their first time.
That makes sense.
Like, I mean, like, I have to be ready to do that because like most of the time I want to kill ducks.
Yeah.
Like I'm there to hunt.
Makes sense.
You know?
Yeah.
So you always gotta be ready because you don't know when a client is gonna come in. So like, if a client fills out a form and you don't get back to them very quickly, they're probably going to move on somewhere else, just like ducks fly to their pond. You know, you have to respond to them. You have to be ready, and you have to be like so reactive, so fast in your response, because you want to capture them while they're there. Once they left, it's very hard.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I was mentioning you have all this gear. And is this kind of the same when it comes to marketing? Like, is there certain stuff I need, certain digital marketing tools that I need in order to hit my goals?
Yeah, so anybody that ducks hunts is going to know that, like, there's some pretty good gear I got.
Yeah, see, I would have no idea.
You know, I got my collar's glove. I got, you know, it's all the same brand, it's all the same pattern. But you want all your stuff to be uniform.
Okay.
All your messaging, all your ads, all your creative needs to be the same. So, like, you have to be intentional.
Gotcha.
When you come up with content, when you come up with new blogs, whatever, it needs to be uniform. So you don't have, like, different types of camo, and people are like, I don't really know what he's trying to blog. The ducks are going to be like, that looks suspicious.
Yeah.
I'm going to stay away.
Yeah.
If it's all uniform and well hidden, camo, like, I blend in,
Gotcha.
right? So you need to have a gun, shells, some camo, waders. You need to have waders and decoys, calls. But like when you're starting out, maybe just some camo and like a gun and shotgun or some shells.
Yeah.
Because you're not in a point where like you can use all the tools.
That makes sense.
Right?
Yeah.
So like sometimes we have clients that don't have a website and they're not ready to invest a whole lot. So we get them like a basic website, like with 4 pages, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we start talking to them more about how we can expand, and let's add some SEO and let's add some paid search. And now we got some fire, right?
Yeah.
So then we
absolutely.
give them some calls, right? We give them up with some good camo. We, get them a nice shotgun, use some good shells, build them a blind,
Yeah.
firing on all cylinders. But it takes a while to learn how to call.
Yeah, I know. So I've heard you practice for in the office sometimes.
I have calls for different occasions. They all sound different. They all do different things. I have 4 sets of different camo, depending on where I'm hunting. You've seen the back of my truck.
Yeah,
These were out of the back of my truck, and
yeah.
this is just 3 of the ones I have back there.
Man, yeah.
So I'm prepared.
Absolutely.
For whatever I'm hunting. And like, I can switch up. One day I can do this. One day I can do this. One day I can do this. Just like our clients might be like selling like, apples, oranges, and bananas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Very true.
Apples might be doing well. We don't need to go after apples as hard as we need to go after bananas. Just like I've shot a bunch of wood ducks. So now I want to shoot bigger ducks.
That makes perfect sense,
right?
Man. Yeah.
And
I'm sure there's, multiple, different spots you've hunted at before.
Yes.
To get different types of ducks. Yeah,
Yes.
For different goals, essentially.
Yeah, different goals. And different ducks like different things. Some ducks are like puddle ducks. And they like, big water, and they like creeks and stuff like that. Then you have like diving ducks that like big open water, and every duck's different, just like every human's different.
Right.
But we know enough about like patterns, and like that's why we scout. That's why we do keyword research, so we know what's coming in there. There's people that don't. People don't scout. They just go out there and hope for the best.
Yeah.
And they don't know how to call or when to call. And they might have just mallards. But, they're getting teal and pintails and widgeon, bluebills, buffleheads, hooded mergansers, canvasbacks, golden eyes. But they only have mallard decoys.
Gotcha.
They might get lucky. But we don't leave it to luck.
Not
I
at
don't
all.
go just to hang out in the woods. I do love being in the woods.
Yeah.
Because that's the closest I feel to God, being in his creation.
Absolutely.
But I still want to kill ducks.
Yeah, they're for a purpose.
So I'm going to use all my tools at my disposal. And I am going to do the work by building blinds, planting vegetation, scouting. I take it very seriously.
Yeah, I can tell.
Just like I take paid search very seriously. I do the work. I build my campaigns. I constantly work at it to get better. I only do the best things. And when I don't kill ducks, it hurts me emotionally. Just like when my campaigns don't perform, it hurts me emotionally.
Man, that's awesome. Great. And you kind of like blend in with this background, man. It feels like I'm playing Where's Waldo trying to find you, man.
Yeah, well, the thing about Where's Waldo is you don't want your business to be Where's Waldo. You don't want people to know, I know the name, but it's hard to find him. Like, just like Where's Waldo? He's in there somewhere.
Right.
But it's hard to find him.
Yeah.
Why is
Great
that?
point.
There's other things that look like him, just like there might be competitors on the search engine results page.
Yeah, we've actually had that problem before. People are using our clients' names and stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, like, you don't want your client to have to go. Because, like, sometimes I've given up on Where's Waldo. It's like, whatever. But, like, you want to make it easy. You want to be present. You want to be there. You want to be where everybody can see you. You don't want to be
Hidden
camoed up.
Yeah, covered up. Yeah.
As a business, as a duck hunter, yes. Concealment is key.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, we had one client where like they didn't show up on the first page for their name.
That was bad. Yeah, I remember that. That's bad.
We were like, you need help.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we can get you there, and we did. That was one of the first, I think, one of the only campaigns where like I started building that campaign that day and that afternoon as a vet.
Yeah.
We signed the contract at 10. That afternoon, he got a dog at 4:45, a puppy. A golden retriever puppy. He still sees to this day.
That is crazy.
Named
man.
Scout. I've actually met it.
That's awesome.
But
That's unheard of.
it is unheard of.
Like, yeah.
But I mean, like, you know, name somebody else that hunts in East Texas that has 4 bands
Yeah, that's also unheard of.
from the same spot.
4 banded ducks in how many years?
6.
Yeah, that's unheard of, man. Absolutely
4 banded
wild.
ducks, exact same spot, 6 years.
Yeah. Wow.
So, if you don't know what that means, you could shoot 5 hole-in-ones as a golfer, and it would still not be as rare as shooting 1
Yeah.
4.
Yeah.
I do everything at a high level.
Absolutely.
Killing ducks, paid search, and retrieving perfect customer.
Yeah, absolutely, man. This is again just very giving Texas. Like if you didn't know we're from Texas, this is you can definitely tell right here. Pulled up in the big old F-150 covered in mud, shotguns in the back. I don't know if it gets more Texan than that.
Yeah. Yeah. Lift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Got that Texas edition with the big Texas.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it stays money during duck season because I can't clean it because it's just gonna get muddy again.
Yeah. That's where we take my car during duck season.
Yeah.
We take my car.
Yeah, we
my,
take Caleb's car around town.
We
because
take my-
mine's
yeah.
covered in mud, has ducks in the back, you know.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely, man.
Cool.
Well, Zach, thanks for joining me this episode. I definitely learned a lot. This was probably one of the best visual representations I've ever seen, not just in marketing, but in general. That was very, very informative. And I think all the viewers were enjoying this episode as well.
I hope so.
Yeah. Well, thanks, sir. And if you have any suggestions for any future episodes, feel free to drop a comment, like, subscribe.
If you'd like to know more about duck hunting,
Yes.
or you want to
Hit
go
up-
duck hunting,
Hit up Zach, not me. This is one thing you can have Zach about. Unfortunately, I won't be as much as help as
we're gonna get
Zach
Caleb out
will.
there.
Eventually, I'll probably get out there. I know
Yeah.
I've been saying that, but I'll get there eventually because I still need to make some duck and dewey gumbo.
That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'll get out there for sure.
Yeah.
Well, as always, me and Zach's info will be in the bio. You can click the link in our calendar, book an appointment, hit us up. We do free consulting. But in the meantime, stay safe and keep the faith.